Serving the country for almost 40 years, a local veteran diagnosed with cancer feels ignored by the government. A trial medication could be his only hope, but it's not FDA approved, so his insurance won't cover it. And the Office of Veterans Affairs just denied most of his claims for compensation. News 10's Bianca Grollo has more in this News 10 investigation.
Spin who gets first.
Okay, go ahead.
When Curtis Madison left to serve in Iraq, there was of course no guarantee he would make it back to his wife and 6 kids, but he did. And it was back home where he would encounter his most fierce enemy, stage 4 kidney cancer. It has spread to his liver, lungs, and ribs.
I have a fair amount of abdominal pain I have to deal with. Kind of walk like an old man now, I guess. Get up slow, sit down slow.
So in the spin to win, everyone gets one.
Madison is the father of a 14-year-old and 12-year-old triplets. He wants nothing more than to see them grow up.
Big change from having led a very, very active life.
Life as a soldier kept him apart from his children when they were babies, and he believes what he did at war is now threatening his future with them at home. In Iraq, Madison says he was exposed to depleted uranium, a radioactive chemical used in weapons by the Army. But the Department of Defense claims no human cancer of any type has been seen as a result of exposure to either natural or depleted uranium.
I think it's going to be kind of like the Agent Orange thing, where 20 years down the road, they're going to say, well, okay, yeah, I guess it does cause long-term illnesses.
In the meantime, the clock is ticking for Madison. He says doctors told him he has at least 30 tumors in his lungs. But at the time of our January interview, he felt the Department of Veterans Affairs was in no hurry to resolve his case. Nearly a year and a half went by, and he received answers to just 2 of his 11 claims, giving him $130 a month for a hearing impairment.
Are they doing any kind of prioritization at all? They don't seem to be.
1 week after News 10 contacted the VA regarding Madison's case, he got a response, denying all his other claims, including the one about his cancer.
He served our country for 37 years, and they totally don't have his back, which is just, I'm very bitter.
He also filed for medical retirement from the Army Reserve 9 months ago. It was just approved, but as of today, he has not been giving a date of retirement, so Madison continues to work.
I don't understand how they could just not care. How they could just leave us in limbo like this.
Madison has tried 3 different treatments that have failed. He believes a trial medication called Keytruda could be his only hope. The drug could put the cancer in remission.
These other medications that he's tried are life extenders, basically, if they work. There really isn't any other cure out there for kidney cancer.
But it is not FDA approved, so he has to pay for the treatment on his own.
It's kind of that ironic thing, the doctor's allowed to prescribe it, but the healthcare companies don't cover it.
Madison needs $60,000 before he can start the medication. For now, he continues to undergo treatment that he hopes will buy him time.
Every time we go in and get bad news, the next day I send the kids to school and I go to bed and I cry. And then I get up and I deal with it, and I fight for him.
This military family is not about to surrender.
The Madisons have come up with half of the money for the trial medication. An online fundraiser has helped them push their total to $52,000. For a link to their page, you can visit our website, news10.net.
It's really nice that people have responded that way, but it just shouldn't have to, families shouldn't have to go through that to just get the medications they need. So the VA, I mean, what's the response? What's the reasoning for denying the cancer claims?
They say that they rely on the Army for this type of information, and they said that the Army was not able to confirm that he actually was exposed to radiation while his time in the Army.
I mean, it just seems like you hear so many cases like this in the VA where people feel like they have fallen through the cracks. There seems to be just such a need, you know, legislatively for some sort of fast track or some sort of advocate for people who are seriously ill like this.
And for them, they just say it was so frustrating for a year and a half to wait on the phone, not even be able to get a real person on the phone. The only good news coming out of this story that we did is that today we heard from the VA that they're going to ask the Army again for information, hoping to get a different answer and hopefully getting another answer for this cancer claim.
I got to believe there's some other expert out there that would say depleted uranium. You bet that's going to be harmful.
For now, they deny it, but in the
This is an opportunity for a congressional member to get involved too on this veteran's behalf.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's hope that happens. All right.
Thank you,
Bianca. Thanks.